Hello, CollegeDekho subscribers. So in this video, we are going to explain about UGC Equity Bill 2026. There has been a lot of controversy that is happening on this bill and the guidelines of UGC Equity Bill. The guidelines of UGC Equity Bill welcomed criticism among students and stakeholders. So we will just explain the controversy, and we will also explain what is the bill exactly about and what does it talk, what does it talk. So all these details are explained in this live session. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel, like and share and subscribe also, and do share this video also so that it reaches to maximum people. So we are decoding, like we are explaining the detailed guidelines of UGC Bill 2026 on caste discrimination. So let's get into the what is the bill exactly about. So UGC released these guidelines, and UGC has clearly indicated that every higher education institution shall be responsible to eradicate discrimination. So they have to eradicate the caste discrimination on campus, and it's their duty to promote equity among stakeholders. So it should promote equality in the campus, on the campus, and it should eradicate caste discrimination. And UGC has to take appropriate and protective measures to eliminate discrimination. So UGC said that it will not encourage any sort of caste discrimination on the campus, and it is the responsibility of the higher education institutions to eliminate caste discrimination and promote equality and on the campus. So no student or faculty or any staff member of the institution shall be subjected to caste discrimination or any sort of discrimination based on caste, creed, religion, language, ethnicity, gender, or disability. So no one has right to discriminate anyone on any of these aspects: caste, creed, religion, language, ethnicities, gender, and disability. So the colleges, the higher education institutions, colleges and universities must set up separate committees to make sure that these complaints are received and they are addressed. So if any sort of discrimination is happening on the campus, it is the responsibility of the higher education institutions to solve these issues and take appropriate measures. No HEI shall permit or condone any form of discrimination. There shouldn't be any form of caste discrimination prevalent on the campus, and it shall be the duty of head of the institution to see that these regulations are duly observed, and he or she shall have all powers necessary for that purpose. So the head of the institution must make sure that they should take appropriate measures. If they receive any complaint on discrimination, they should take appropriate measures, and they will have all the powers to make sure that the regulations are duly implemented and appropriate measures should be taken. So till now, the guidelines are clear that UGC is making sure that there should not be any sort of discrimination on educational institution campus. But what is the controversy? Why this particular thing is getting criticized? Because while framing the guidelines, what UGC did was it clearly mentioned that the committee must have representation of OBC category, PWD category, SC category, ST category, and women category. So this is where the major controversy erupted. This is where the major criticism started. So UGC, while framing these guidelines, UGC did not mention general category here. So it only mentioned OBC, PWD, SC, ST, and women categories, but it excluded the word general category from these guidelines. So because of that exclusion, the exclusion of general category word, so automatically this led to criticism among students. So general category students and parents are like it has become a huge uproar among them, that why UGC excluded specifically general category from this. Because the UGC is asking institutes to make sure that there should not be any sort of caste discrimination or creed discrimination or religion discrimination on the campus. But why UGC excluded general category? Because there are in the caste categories, the major categories in India are general category, OBC, PWD, SC, ST, and women categories. So here what UGC did was it excluded general category name from the guidelines. So here what happened was it has become a huge controversy among general category students. If you see here, it clearly mentioned the committee must have representation of OBC, PWD, SC, ST, and women, but there is no mention of general category. So this is the reason for the main controversy that is currently happening on this issue. And there are other things also. The term of committee members shall be for 2 years, and the term of special invitees shall be 1 year. So the colleges, the higher education institutions, that is colleges and universities, they should set up some committees for every caste, for OBC category, PWD, SC, ST, women. So the term of this committee members shall be 2 years, and there can be a special invitee also. So the responsibility of the committee is, if they receive any sort of complaint, or if they come, if any sort of discrimination issue comes to their notice on the college campus, it is their responsibility to address these issues and take appropriate measure. The head of the institution will have 100% powers to take decision on this matter, and to take action on any sort of discrimination that is happening on the campus. So the committee should meet at least twice a year. The committee should at least meet twice a year to discuss what complaints were received and what actions were taken. So the discussion should happen. This biannual meeting should happen every year. So this is one thing that UGC has mentioned, but it did not mention general category word, which led to massive criticism among students. So there is another rule that UGC mentioned: the Equal Opportunity Center should have the following functions. So the Opportunity Center, so the committee that will be set up will have the following responsibilities. They should ensure equality, equal opportunity to the community at large. So the communities that UGC mentioned, OBC, SC, ST, women, and PWD categories, they should have equal opportunity on the campus, and the colleges and universities must ensure social inclusion on the campus. There should be equality on the campus. And to promote equality among students, so the colleges should make sure, the universities and colleges must make sure that they promote equality among students, teaching and non-teaching staff at the same time, and eliminate any sort of discrimination. So this is what UGC mentioned. So the Equal Opportunity Center that will be set up should make sure that equality is spread on the campus, and equality should be spread among students, teaching and non-teaching staff, be it recruitment, or be it among students, or be it equal opportunities. Everywhere there should be equality on the campus to create a socially congenial atmosphere for academic interaction. So there should be a healthy interpersonal relationship among students coming from various social backgrounds. So college and universities are places where students come from different backdrops, so different social backgrounds. So the colleges must make sure, the universities and colleges must make sure that there should be healthy interpersonal relationship among students on every aspect, to make efforts to sensitize stakeholders regarding social inclusion. Social inclusion is the primary objective of these committees. They should make sure that among all stakeholders, social inclusion should be explained properly. Should social inclusion concept should be explained properly, and it should they should make sure that it is spread among students in a healthy manner, to help individuals or groups of students belonging to disadvantaged section of society. So the main objective of this particular guidelines, this particular bill, is that to make sure that students belonging to disadvantaged categories, the to help individuals coming from disadvantaged section of society. So that is the major objective, to protect an aggrieved person who has reported any incident of discrimination. If any student or staff, faculty, if they report any sort of discrimination that is happening on them, or any other stakeholder, so it is the responsibility of the committee to take appropriate action, and all the information regarding the actions taken, complaints received, etc., should be notified from time to time, to prepare and disseminate an illustrative list of acts that shall be constituted. So the colleges must make sure that they explain all these acts and guidelines properly, and they should post it on their notice board publicly, so that students get an understanding of what exactly of this equity bill means. So that's all about the equity bill. It's the major objective is to promote equality on the campus, to eliminate any sort of discrimination. But the major criticism point was, inclusion inclusion of OBC, PWD, SC, ST categories and women categories, but exclusion of general category from this particular guideline has welcomed criticism. So a Supreme Court petition was filed on this aspect where certain students have filed a petition stating that UGC did not mention general category in this particular guidelines. So let's see what the court is going to say about it, and what decision UGC will take, whether UGC revises this bill and include general category or not, that we will know in few days. But Supreme Court hearing though will happen very soon. It was actually Supreme Court which asked the UGC to frame a bill, to frame equity bill few months back. A couple of months back, Supreme Court of India directed UGC to frame guidelines of equity bill and make sure that all higher education institutions must follow it. It was Supreme Court that advised UGC to frame these guidelines, but while framing the guidelines, UGC did not mention anything about general category while mentioning about other categories, so which led to criticism. So let's see what is going to happen, whether UGC revises the guidelines or not, or whether what decision Supreme Court is going to take on this. That we will know in few days. Do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned to CollegeDekho for more updates on various entrance exams, admissions, and government policies on education. Thank you.